Welcome back. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury was this weekend. He's from Ukraine, so it must have been a pretty big win for them. Obviously, the elephant in the room is they're at war at the minute. That conflict's been going on for over 2 years now, and it's changed the world in a lot of ways, but also in ways that we don't even know, that only I know, because I'm special. Enough white people have died in this thing to put us back on the map for injustice. How great is that, guys? Should we have another pat on the back? There's not been enough white on white conflict the last 20 years, so trans teenagers had to start drumming up a fuss. And fellas, we started losing our jobs, didn't we? We were getting words like privilege, appropriation. You drop an okay sign, listen, you're going to hell and you hate black people. But it's calmed down a little bit now. I've upset people trying to be funny. It comes with the territory of being a piece of shit. I don't just say all this sort of silly behavior for this show once a week. It's a constant battle. I've lost family members. I haven't. But sometimes people get their feelings hurt, right? If you're going to be on Icarus, sometimes your friends are going to get set on fire because it's funny. But it's funny putting the brakes on a conversation, and it's happened when I've been speaking to people. Someone will go, "Oh, I can't believe you just said that," and they'll throw a little bitch fit, and it's pathetic. But you don't rise to it, ladies and gentlemen. You say, "Oh, I'm very sorry about that, but listen, baby girl, we just won't use that word around you. We'll take it underground. We'll drop the R word down like the speakeasies in the 1920s." You can't have two R words. It was very confusing. You're having conversations with friends. Yeah, my friend's coming later, and he's a little bit strange around women, He actually might be an R word. And everyone's like looking at you like, oh my God, he invited a rapist. And you have to be like, no, guys, he's retarded. My friend, he's fucking strange. He's slightly autistic, and he plays a lot of Call of Duty. It's crazy looking back 3 years ago how tumultuous everything was. And all this time, I wish I knew 300,000 white people had to die for things to get back to normal. And things are back. Listen, white people are allowed to zing again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going out. I'm getting dreads. No, but the pendulum swung so far, and things got crazy. You couldn't even play rock, paper, scissors if someone was recording. I'm a gambling man. I'm an enthusiastic player at rock, paper, scissors. And also, I can predict the future. Listen, I know you're going rock 2 shoots before. Okay? While you're stood there going, oh, when do we go? On go or on scissors? I'm excited. I'm going paper. I might take the paper off the top ropes. Boom, boom, boom. Paper. You see what I'm getting at? Right? I'm a little bit involved in the game, and all of a sudden I'm a white nationalist. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to call it too early, okay? You're not going to get called a racist anymore for being flamboyant. All right? It's been about 6 months of this, and this guy goes on holiday and jumps on a fucking orca in New Zealand. Bro, we had 3 months and 2 inches of rope, and you've managed to hang us again. How is that even possible? Listen, this guy's a fucking idiot, right? You read the comments and stuff like this. I mean, I've not checked these comments, right? But people have this weird thing where they like animals more than humans. A guy like me, right, a burglar, could come into someone's house and take everything they own, right? And somebody will go, yeah, you can't defend yourself against that, right? They've not done anything to hurt you. When you should be able to shoot them with a double-barrel shotgun, in my eyes. But you jump on an orca for a little bit of fun, and look, man, I wish the killer whale had lived up to its killer name right there. This guy thinks he should have died for this little stunt. This will ruin a lot of people's day. How funny is that? Like, we get it. No humans like you, bro. It doesn't mean that you have to wish death upon them all. I consider myself a bit of a pro at gambling. From the 1st of January, your boy is up 410 quid. Do we like that? Do we think that's good? It is good. All right, I'm a good guy. And I had about 75 quid on Mr. Fury. He's English. He's 6'9". I thought, oh gosh, there's no way he can lose. But obviously, the universe doesn't want me to reach 500 quid by June. So he lost. Everyone tells me I've got a problem. Everyone's always going, oh, it's luck. Your luck's going to run out. This is me. You try and tell people that you've got a gift. They call you gay. They call you an R word, right? This is skill. But obviously my luck has run out and I lost 75 quid betting on Fury. Usyk's a good guy. I like that guy. You know, he's got that clip of him going, I'm Phil. I'm very Phil. He's very lovable. He's a cute guy. But I'm not going to play that card. Oh, I can't feel sad for losing 75 quid because he's Ukrainian. No, I do feel sad, right? Regardless if they were getting shelled while they were watching it. You take money out of my family's mouth, you're going to see the teeth, right? And that's why I've come ballied up this episode. I don't usually wear my work clothes to the show, guys, but summer's come up and I got to go break an old bitch's jaw. Guys, I start my new job tonight. I'm so excited. You know, I've just been in the mirror practicing all day for the big lick, you know. Get on the fucking ground or I'll pull your fucking baby's face down! A couple of weeks ago, I was speaking to this woman, and you could tell that she was so proud of herself for having some Ukrainian refugees stay around at her house. And it is a nice thing to do. And they'd left and opened up a cafe. And she gave me a little leaflet, and it was beautiful. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to go here. So I was like, oh, is it authentic Ukrainian food? She went, no, it's English food. I should have spat in her face. Why the fuck would I want a Ukrainian girl to come and make me beans on toast? Right? Make me goulash or whatever the fuck they eat, potatoes and soup. Right? What's next? Let's get a blind person to cut some corners for us. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? But watching the fight, I rewatched some of the clips and the build-up, obviously, but they love Jesus, these two guys, and especially fighters in general. They put their heart in the hands of God. God's got a lot on his plate. Is God looking at these two like Eminem looked at Stan? Dear mister, I'm too good to call or write my fans. This will be the last prayer I ever send your ass. I always talk about Jesus, and I love Jesus. There's a place in my heart for Jesus. But I was absolutely floored by this article that I read today. Pope clears way for God's influencer to become saint. Right? I didn't know God had a Facebook page. Lovely young boy. Died in 2006 at the age of 15. 15 years old is pretty young. So this means the plan to give him a sainthood, it will be the first millennial. I was reading about how you actually become a saint and you actually have to earn it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought they just kind of did it at random, like the postcode lottery. It's actually counted on miracles. And do you know those things that aren't real? That, that are kind of the big thing about why people don't believe in Christ? You know, the turning water into wine. You know, the curing of blindness, shit like that. For someone to be canonized, which is made a saint, they need to get 2 of these things, right? 2. Saving someone from pancreatic cancer is not enough. You need to do it twice. For something to be deemed a miracle, it typically requires an act to be seen to be beyond what is possible. Oh, really? Does it? Such as through the sudden healing of a person deemed to be near death. This is all on the BBC, by the way. So this millennial did 2 miracles. What was the first miracle? Did he buy a house? Listen, all this Jesus talk's making me want to go kick a bitch's teeth in. And no one will know it's me if I just charge out the door. Miracles are typically investigated and assessed over a period of several months. Let me just bring baby boy up here. Actually, let's go to the next picture. This wasn't his funeral. This is what he actually is right now, currently, right? Mr. Disney over here. Walt Disney, cryogenically frozen. It gets creepier, don't worry. Miracles are typically investigated and assessed over a period of several months, with a person being eligible for sainthood after they've done 2 in their name. Carlo has been beatified, which I think is where they fill you up with beetroot juice so you last forever, after he was attributed his first miracle. What? 15 years old and he did his first miracle. What? What did he do? Walk to school on his own. Oh, no. He healed a Brazilian child of a congenital disease. What was his second miracle? Oh, well, the 15-year-old healed a university student in Florence who had bleeding on the brain. I'd love to see what sort of evidence they'll be using at these hearings to decide if he did this or not. Is there like grainy vertical iPhone footage from 2008? But he was born in London, so that's one for England, I guess. Something we can be proud of. But this poor young chap died at 15. So he must have used up all the magic on everyone else. He's probably due a sainthood. Let's give him that. Drums, 2013, 4 billion views. Oh, shit. In my head, it's Bieber, Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Katy Perry. What's that weird owl noise? Yeah, I'm not. Raw. I'm going to guess it. Huh. Who's the boss?